I'm Vince Menzione, the CEO of Ultimate Partner and the host of the Ultimate Guide to Partnering podcast. We're on site today live at Google Cloud's Marketplace Exchange, interviewing partner leaders, driving success with Google's Marketplace, and how they're effectively utilizing the hyperscaler relationships and the role of the hyperscaler driving this new effective selling motion, working with hyperscalers, marketplaces, and effective co-selling, driving the change we are all seeing in this decade of the ecosystem. I hope you join us for these lively conversations. I'm Vince Menzione, the CEO of Ultimate Partner and the host of the Ultimate Guide to Partnering podcast. And I'm here with Russell Efird, the head of North American Partnerships at Quantum Metric. Russell, it's good to spend some time with you today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Vince.
Great to have you. We are at the Google Cloud Marketplace Exchange, and you were just on stage talking about the success that your organization has been having. I was hoping you could share a little bit about your value proposition working with Google Cloud.
Absolutely, I'd love to.
Yeah.
So Quantum Metric is a digital analytics experience platform. We run natively in the Google Cloud. The best way to think about us is, Vince, the last time you went to a website, you used an app on your phone, you had a terrible experience. You couldn't get what you needed work done, and you thought to yourself, the people who own these experiences would certainly want to know what's happening, why it's happening, and what it's costing if they don't do anything about it. So that's what we do at Quantum Metric. We are longtime partners with Google Cloud. Started the partnership as a Google Cloud customer. Our CEO and founder, Mario Chabara, about 8 years ago, did an amazing job looking at all the hyperscalers, chose Google for a number of reasons. Superior technology, especially in the analytics space, scale, performance, and security was bar none. And then we found the partnership route on the go-to-market side. We were one of the first ISVs in the Google Cloud Marketplace. Wow. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it was actually 4 years ago.
That's crazy.
So we've learned a lot along the way, and I'd love to share a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I'd love to hear more about it. So let's talk about learnings. Like 4 years is a long time in this cloud marketplace world with Google. Tell us some of the learnings. Like how did it derive success for your organization? Clearly, you're a leader in the analytics side of how, like, what's the user experience like, right? But how did it help your organization grow?
So I think the first thing that we had to do to be successful is we had to get that executive buy-in. And not just with the chief revenue officer, this went all the way up to our CEO, Mario, getting his buy-in, plus our CFO, our CTO, broad executive buy-in. Most executives today, Vince, they understand traditional partner motions. They understand referral partnerships, they understand resellers in the channel, and they understand services. I'm a strong believer that co-sell and cloud marketplace is an entirely new and separate go-to-market motion.
You're speaking my language.
So we had to educate our team on what's the value proposition of partnering with a cloud marketplace. What does co-sell look like? What does success look like for both our team and the partner team? And then how do you scale that out? So executive buy-in from the top down was critical, but also taking that and then bringing it to our field sellers. Because again, most sellers have a pretty good understanding of the traditional partnership motions. Co-sell and cloud marketplace is just different enough, highly, highly valuable, but we had to bring that enablement from the top down to them.
Well, and getting sellers, that's why I hear this from other ISVs and partners of Google and others, is like getting the seller to really understand the value that now these decisions, these cloud commitments are happening at the very top. Yes. You mentioned the C-suite and getting buy-in in your own C-suite, but now you've got this other organization, the CEO is the new CIO, right? They're making some of these technology decisions, right? This is all about re-engineering and transforming the organization. And now you can tap into these budgets that didn't exist before, right?
That's right.
A new total addressable market.
Absolutely.
So what did you find with your sellers?
So enablement was key, but enablement alone is not enough. It has to be motivating to them. They have to understand the value proposition with any partnership, any individual partnership, but especially a new partnership type. So we spent a lot of time with them helping to articulate and build out a better together story.
Nice.
And so for me, better together is often thought of as technology A plus technology B, right? So we do an integration, we build some collateral, we throw it out there, and we hope the leads roll in. And that never happens, right? Because in today's market, 1 + 1 actually can't equal 3. It needs to be 1 + 1 is 4, 5, and 6. And so the way that we've done that, I'll give you 2 examples at Quantometric, specifically with Google Cloud, is as an analytics platform, we're a huge user of BigQuery. Absolutely superior technology, Quantometric plus BigQuery. Vince, I can tell you, we take that to the chief of commercial banking. They don't really care about an integration. What they care about is the business value that derives.
That they're gonna get.
The results they get, right? So for us, those results are the depth and breadth of our capture from a data perspective is far and away better than any competitor that we have. And the quality of the analytics and the insights that our users derive from our platform clear away the winner in the market. That comes from that integration. So we tell that story using a business lens, noting that it's Google's superior technology that's actually powering that. A more relevant example today, everyone's talking about Gen AI, right? And so we've adopted Google's Gen AI aggressively into our own platform. So we talk about Quantometric plus Gemini Pro, right? The chief digital officer doesn't care that we're integrated. What they care about is that our platform, powered by Gemini Pro, is the most usable analytics platform in the market, allows the chief digital officer to expand to business users across the enterprise, the analytics that we provide, and gives them superior power to speed to insight and speed to action, right? So those are the business results that they care about.
Tightly
and that's
coupled.
Yeah, tightly coupled. And that's a big part of how we educate both our field sales team and how we go to market with Google.
Thank you for watching and listening to this episode of The Ultimate Guide to Partnering, online at theultimatepartner.com, where you can find all of our amazing episodes. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, and our new YouTube channel, The Ultimate Partner. Thank you for listening and supporting The Ultimate Guide to Partnering.